What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Clown Blog. Give us a second, let the crowd come in, let us get ourselves organized. Excited for today. When you are still here with me. All right. So anyway, it's time to get started. So you guys, this is Erica from the Classy Clown Blog. Yeah, you know I'm saying it. I quit. Now, I don't quit YouTube. I don't quit YouTube at all. I have several channels at this point, but this one's my baby, and we're at 9,818 subscribers. We're almost at 10,000. We had 888 new people come in last month, and we had thousands of views, maybe like 62,000 views last month. I don't know particular numbers. I can go back and check, but you guys can always go check me at socialblade.com. Here's the deal. I'm going back to what the channel's about. The channel is about winners. Yeah, I said it. Winners. The channel's about winners. The channel's about investing. The channel's about starting businesses. And if I don't stay focused on that, I'm doing y'all a disservice. I'm truly doing y'all a disservice. And I've noticed in my last couple of videos where I've gotten off track or I've talked about trendy topics, people all of a sudden are in their feelings and they hating. Now, let me give you examples of what we're going to go back to. We're going to go back to, there's courses I've had sitting in there that I haven't finished. I did a whole course about marijuana stocks, what did it do with the stock market crashes, how to be focused, t-shirt company. I was working with my friend trying to show a lot of examples and actually show you some of the t-shirts I'm putting on Teespring myself and other ones that I've tried that's made money. So I'm trying to go back to that. I'm trying to go back to where people can make money and start a business. And that's where we're going to go. Because honestly, I'm never going to convince everybody to be like me. No matter if I give you all the books I've ever read, even if you read the same exact books I've read, you may not come up with the same conclusions. And part of something I saw the other day, and I've started blocking people. I've just started blocking you, or I just hide your information. You can comment on the channel, but I'm hiding your stuff. Is someone made a comment. I wrote notes. This is how serious I am about this today. Someone said, Erica, I've got kids. I've got a spouse. I have elderly parents I take care of. That was in another video. Someone said they had 7 kids. Another one said, I don't want to do that. In another video, someone said, you're not married or have kids and you just get to hop all around the country. So what I'm hearing in these answers are you're blaming your children for your bad decisions? You're blaming your spouse? The only thing I've ever said on this channel is, can you find $25 a week to invest in your future? You are the one. You are entitled in America to make all the bad choices you ever want to make. But at the end of the day, you also have to take the consequences. And I think some people watching this channel go, well, Erica, you're picking on people. And you're judging people. And that's the funny thing to me, because every day we make judgments. Do you walk across this street? Do you go to this bar? Do you go to this restaurant? No, that's unsafe. That's not a good ideal. Let's not do that. Let's do this job. Every day we're making judgments. And to say in America, I'm going to make bad decisions and no one can judge me I'm trying to be calm, is hilarious to me. And one of the biggest issues in many communities, well, people say, well, single mothers are bad. And people go, no, don't talk about single mothers, Erica. They're the pillar of salt. And I go, okay, boo. But here's at the end of the day, you're free to make all kinds of decisions and choices, but you also are free to hear the consequences. You're free to take on the consequences. You do not get to skip pain. If you eat Ho-Hos and Twinkies every day of your life, and then you're on 600-pound life, you're not able to skip the pain. And I saw even comments, people kind of referencing my weight, referencing different things. Like they haven't been on the channel long enough to see me not only have an emergency appendix surgery almost 4 years ago, then another emergency surgery, that they're making these comments. So I have to laugh because that's the only thing they can say, but they're still here watching every damn video. So no matter what you feel about me, there's plenty of dudes who feel positive about me, but there's some people on here who, if they hear something and they just can't, damn, Erica gave a good answer. Damn, well, I'm gonna pick on her about something. I don't like the way her hair looks today. I don't like the way her makeup's done today. Whatever you may do. And why it's funny, why it's so damn funny is because you're still here. You're still watching. So you're still getting value. So no worries. I'll just hide your comments from everybody and nobody will see your comments. And you can put all the negative comments you want because you'll be hidden from the channel. Isn't that great? I love how YouTube lets me do that. So again, the comments, they really hurt me a little bit. And the fact that people are basically giving up. I'm talking about 25 freaking dollars. I'm talking about $10 a week. I even did a video about Hedgeable that I'm going to put out, I guess, tomorrow, because we're trying to pack up and do stuff today, about investing starting with $1. And if you have already given up at $1, yo, I'm like, I quit. I can't help you. I can't help you. This channel's not for you. Please go over to Dave Ramsey channel and just figure out how to pay your debt off. Because there's a lot of people who, if you just paid all your debt off for the next 2 years, because that's the average person when they do the Dave Ramsey program, 1 year to 2 years, you'd be in a better position to start investing, buying rental properties, doing your house, doing all that other stuff. Because clearly I can't help you. Like today, this video was going to be about me showing y'all how to get on auctions in Detroit. Sorry about that. Getting a little sensitive. Okay. And the allergies are getting me. But I read an email earlier from a woman and it was so sad. She has 5 kids and she's in dire straits. And I'm like, boo, this is not the channel for you. If you watch the videos on how to make more money, do it. But if you think you're going to have a 180-degree life change in 30 days, I can't do that for you. I cannot do that for you. So this channel is going back to business. It's going back to stocks. It's going back to marijuana stocks. It's going back to all the things you can invest. And the reason I did this whole I did a whole consulting session with a group of people about marijuana stocks. It was like 25 people in a group session. And I forgot about it. And I had started the course and didn't finish. So there's so many courses and books and things I wanted to finish that I'm just going to have to go back and finish and quit the silly talk because it doesn't prosper you. It doesn't prosper me. You come out of it angry. You thinking I'm a black Republican or something. And at the end of the day, I just go, that doesn't help either one of us. That doesn't make you money. That doesn't make me money. Every day I do about 5 to 7 consulting calls. I'm on vacation right now. There are people who have bought consulting calls and send me an angry email because the autoresponder has been off for a while now. You better give me my money back. You better call me right now. Dude, I will gladly give you your money back because people like you are not who I want to talk to. Do not spend money here if you think I'm going to drop a dime and talk to you. I have a painting company. I have a company here with my family in Fayetteville. I have other things I do. And I love doing this channel because you know why? I started seeing, and being really honest, elderly white ladies, elderly Hispanic folks, elderly black folks who've never heard of some of the things I'm talking about. And I go in a room with other people and they've been talking about this for 20, 30 years. When I talked about an investment company and I was so excited, I was like, there's these things called investment companies. My friend mom, who's 70, is like, I've been in one for 20 years. She looked almost sad at me like, oh, this poor little brown child doesn't know what investment companies are. It blew my mind. It blew my mind because I've heard about them. I've seen them. But I had not been in enough of them. I'm in like 5 right now. At this point, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I be adding little things every month. So the numbers will change. And it just shocked me. And that's why I do this channel, because I know many of you are not learning this. You're not talking about this with your aunts or your uncles or your mom or your dad. You're not. I know you're not. But if you come here and you find out about it and you join Todd Capital or you join any of the other groups, which the reason I don't talk about all the other groups, I'm seeing if I'm getting returns or they're quality people I can trust before I mention them on this page, because I've done that before where I've mentioned a company and the company did some shady shit. And I don't want to be sued. I don't want you to be losing money. I want to make sure people I'm working with are legit. And after I review them for 30 days to 60 days, then I will definitely let you guys know. I will put them up in the roster. I will talk about them like Todd Capital. But until then, they in my roster, they're not in your roster. So that's how I'm going to do that. Okay. So again, you know, What are some books? People are always saying, what are some books? Even if you don't do nothing but grab this book, The Smartphone Millionaire. You can go on Amazon and grab the hard copy. If you go on the website, you're going to get the digital. Smartphone Millionaire. I'm going to tell you how to invest. I'm going to give you which sites to put. And this book is all about lending to people. How to make money from people, lending from your phone. That means you have to take your money, put your money in there, and lend it. Okay? 16% Solution. You can grab that on Amazon. 4-Hour Work Week. The updated version. Why the updated version? Because in the back of the book, it has examples of families with kids who are doing these techniques, and they're not blaming their kids for why they're not doing the techniques. Okay? All right. Let me see. Boundaries book. There's a book. It's called The Boundaries Book. And a lot of these, I'm going to start on the blog, more commenting. I'm going to put more links here, fix this channel up a little bit better. Affiliate and referral stuff you can go look at, because Boundaries book has boundaries for dating, boundaries for marriage, boundaries for adult kids. But it essentially just you got the boundaries for business owners. I think it's for leaders, no leaders. Just grab the first Boundaries book, because what a lot of you are having a problem with is protecting your energy, protecting your focus. A lot of you aren't focused because, you know, Starbucks arrested somebody. So now you off. Beyonce did her set. Now Beyonce killed it. I'm not even a Beyonce fan per se, but I did watch it, and I ain't even gonna lie, that was great. But guess what? At 30 minutes later, I was like, all right, let's go back to work. And I talked to my business mentor today, and he chewed me out, made me feel bad. Said, listen, what the are you doing? I saw your last couple of videos. Stop. So to get back on track, because I have accountability and I help other people be accountable, and also do monthly consulting with about 15 people right now, keeping them accountable. Let's all work together to make this channel what it should be. It should be about business. It should be about how to make more money, how to invest. Now, why am I talking about this? You know, why am I talking about putting out more courses? Why am I talking about stocks? A lot of people will see, Erica, well, the stock market, it's crazy. I'm getting out of it. It's going to crash. And there's a thing called dollar cost averaging, where you're investing little by little every month, every day, so that in the end, it comes out right. Now, many of you think you're traders. You think you're day traders. You're jumping in and out of Bitcoin. I'm trading, Erica. No, that's not trading. You don't have, one, you don't have enough. And two, you're not doing the fundamentals of what trading is. So I'm putting some courses together, because I realized I'm talking about things, but we're not all on the same page of information. Does that make sense? And we have 800 new people in here. I mean, like, pretty much this channel went from like 1,000 people watching it to now we're at 9,818 subscribers. So I've been looking at Social Blade. Last month I had 800 new people. Month before that I had 800 new people. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Thank you guys for joining the channel. Thank you for being here. I love it. But a lot of people say, well, who are you to tell me about stocks and bonds and investing, and my shirt I got on? Who are you to tell me? And here's who I am. I invested in penny stocks and lost $4,000 in penny stocks, but also made $10,000 in penny stocks in college. Who I am 5 years ago. When people say, well, Erica, you don't know, you come from a family with money, your grandparents owned businesses. They owned a juke joint and they were farmers. Stop. Don't get it twisted. Okay. And that was my grandma's second husband who died. So we didn't always own it. Okay. Third husband, but there's a whole story there. We'll leave that alone. So on top of that, I owned a coffee shop, a physical, actual coffee shop across from a historically Black college here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. After it closed, I went to Texas. Not only was I apartment manager, worked my way up to the top, apartment manager, did billing. I also delivered pizzas for 1.5 years on the side, and realized not only can I go get my real estate license and make more money, I was inside billing and saw painting companies make $500,000 off one apartment complex in 1 year. So started a construction company. It's a painting / light construction. We do fences. We do it all. The key here is that's what I've been doing for the past 3.5 years. And if you go back to some of the previous channel stuff, the 5 years ago stuff, it's a lot of motivation. It's a lot of jump into real estate. It's a lot of great information. But the reason I can talk about this is because I fucking do it. It's because I take a course and then I take action. That's why when I talk about these investment groups and these things, I bring the cash and put it in there. And that's who I am. And that's why I talk about this. And that's why this channel is what it is, right? You really have to, you truly have to focus and go, what are my goals? What are my 5-year goals? When I get on the phone with y'all and I ask you what's happening 5 years from now, what's happening 10 years from now, I really mean that, because I need to know that, right? And we need to see that on paper. We need to see that out loud. You know, if you don't know where you're going in 5 years, you're already there. You ever heard that saying? If you don't know, you're already there. So we're going to get back onto some of those. And a book I think you guys might enjoy, it's called How to Be Here, A Guide for Creating. And it's by Robert Bell. Put that on your list. And then here's another one. Let me see. I'm looking for all my notes I have here. Now, I'm going to show you 2 of the reasons why I do this. I'm going to share my screen really quickly. Now, many of you are saying, well, Erica, I need you to show me the auctions. Show me the actual stuff. Now, here's one. We're gonna do one here. This one is, let's go up here. This is buildingdetroit.org. This is an auction site for Detroit. Now, what you see on here, recently sold 798 houses, 46 open houses, and 283 houses for sale. Now you're looking on here, and these are auctions. So you could get it at 1,000, you can get it at 2,000, you can get it at 5,000, you can get it at all this stuff. Okay, but you got to bid. A lot of people are getting houses for $3,000. Okay, but what does that mean? In order to bid on here, what does that mean? You need to have the $3,000. Okay, right? Because I want you to win. But that's why I get in groups of people who are buying rental properties, because together you can go faster. Together you can go faster. Now you can say, well, Erica, group economics and people won't buy from me and all this stuff. I don't need you to go get the whole community. Nobody needs you to go get the whole community. You need to grab your cousin or grab your brother, and you clean each other's credit up for the year or a year and a half. Then y'all go buy stuff together. You know, there's a course I'm reviewing of someone else who is talking about buying semi trucks, because I talk a lot about trucking companies here. And my uncle owns a trucking business, but he's not the greatest teacher. And he doesn't have a ton of patience. So if I don't know something, I'm willing to pay to learn it, then take action on it and keep it moving. That's what I'm willing to do. And in order to say, well, Erica, who are you? I'm a person who takes action. I'm a person who buys shit. That's who I am. Reading your comments makes me mad. So anyway, I'm going to flip over. Tell me if you can see this next page. Please let me know. I need y'all to see this map. If you can't see this map, it's going to throw up the whole equation. But this is the map of Atlanta. And actually not Atlanta, it's DeKalb County, Georgia. Now look at all this red. Look at all this red. Look at all these dots. I need y'all to see this. I need you to see this. Because if you see this, then you'll understand where I'm going. This is people who, you see all these dots? There's a company, they're basically being investigated somewhat for fraud. And what happens is, all this red, this is African Americans living here. The numbers of African Americans are very high. As you go up, it's whiter and whiter, 10% African American. Now, what's happening in this area in red? People are doing rent-to-own home deals. Why are they doing it? Because they don't have their credit straight. They don't have the money for their down payment. But if you know anything about Georgia, if you know anything about these areas, houses, the down payment, you can go USDA loan, move further out and put no money down. Okay, let's say you go to a townhouse. You're talking about $3,000. And this is why I do this. Because these people are basically now trying to sue a lot of these companies, because the rent-to-own model, here's the thing. Some companies, you would have equity in your home. These companies, they don't. So these people have been sitting in these homes, and they've been paying on it for 10 years, and they ain't finished paying off. And one thing wrong goes wrong, and they leave the house. And guess what? The person does it all over again. And this is a very common way people make money off of poor income areas. Now some of these people, I'm going to be careful. Some of these people saying they didn't know they entered rent-to-home contracts. That's the problem. If you don't have a realtor, if you don't have an attorney, if you don't have somebody helping your uncle or aunt, then they're going into a deal that they didn't know was rent-to-own. That's bad. That's scary. So this guy, not only has he Not only has he replaced a lot of work on the house, he's repaired the house, he's kept the house up, he's added, roofing, all this other stuff. Kind of find out like, oh, this is a contract. Oh, I have to have the lump sum of the money. Go check this article out for yourself. I mean, I don't want to read to y'all. Y'all not stupid. Y'all are smart people. If you're here on this channel, you're smart. You know what you're doing. But I want you to read this, because if you're in Atlanta and some house is $60,000 and your down payment should only be $3,000 or less, and you don't got $3,000, but you get into one of these rent-to-own deals, and they essentially, something goes wrong, you can't pull equity out your house, you can't refinance your house to help yourself. These are bad deals. These are absolutely bad deals. So you have to be educated. This is why I do this channel, because no one should suffer like this, right? No one should go, I didn't know anything. No one ever taught me. I didn't have my own real estate agent. Stop doing these rent-to-own deals and trying to move with creative financing. Everybody can't do creative financing. Why is that? Everybody thinks everything in America should be equal, but it's not. Everybody can't do creative financing because you will mess up. Some people will have a loan. Now, here's what my difference. When my friends bought their townhouses out of college for $55,000 and their mortgage was $321,000, and they had a nice car, one of my friends lost a car. But guess what? Her rent wasn't $1,000. Her mortgage wasn't crazy. It was $321,000. So what? She could go to a bank and get another vehicle. Why am I telling you this? Because I see it happening. I see people, these are $50,000 houses. And honestly, if you paid it off in 10 years, you'd be done. But some of these people are going to live in these rent-to-own homes, and they're going to miss a couple months, and the landlord's going to put them out, and they lost all that money they've been putting in that one house all those years because they wanted to do creative financing instead of, and y'all make the money. That's the crazy part. Y'all make the money instead of cleaning the credit or earning more income via a side business and buying a house the right way. And that's why I'm going back to business, because I see a lot of people are just really getting just tore down in this economy for no reason. Like, if you make enough to get in a house and can pay the rent, you can pay a mortgage. And the next recession is going to be rough on people. And it just makes me very sad. Makes me very sad for people. So two things I've been talking about on this channel, and I'm going to do more videos and more talk about. Dang it, you're not going to be able to see it. Crap, the light in here is terrible. All right, so 1,000 true fans. I'll just read it off. You guys can take notes. Let's see. 1,000 true fans. Now, one of the ways I talk about people making more money is a lot of times I showed a video of a rapper. I don't know if you guys remember it, but his name is Ray Brown, whatever. We don't have to use his name. The key here, he just made BuzzFeed video where him and his friend are going around the country, and they're looking off the Spotify numbers and doing Facebook ads and booking shows. So the guy, one friend's the business, one friend's the musician. They're not doing it all. One friend's one friend's the other. And what they're doing is they're making like 50 grand a month, but they're making it because they're using technology. They're using a website where people go on and they sign up and they get their digital download of his album, just like you would if it was iTunes. Digital download of his album, and they may buy some merch and they may do some other things. And so they're making like 50 grand a month. Now, one of the key things the guy said was like, man, I would have loved to got a contract deal so I can stun on them. But if you're alert enough, if you're awake enough, stay woke, whatever you want to call it, you would know industries like that are dying. The books, people wanting their books in all the Amazon stores, you can still do that through self-publishing. People who want these record deals with who? These are dinosaurs. These are old companies. Their only thing they're really pushing more for you is marketing. And, you have Cardi B going on all these different shows and radio stations, but guess what? You still have Tech Nine. You still have a lot of other musicians going on these same shows. If you get the wave of, advertising, you can go be on Breakfast Club too. You're not going to be on it 10 times like Cardi B, but you'll be on it, right? And people are missing the opportunity of focus of business. Now, 1,000 loyal fans. Again, this guy gave it on his channel, and I'm giving it on this one. He was talking about $5 Patreon. Why do people hate Patreon? They hate people begging for money. They don't like that. They come to their YouTube channel. They just want to watch. People are kind of thinking this is free media. You should just give me free stuff. So he said if he had 1,000 people, now this channel has almost 10,000 people. If just, and we're going to use it for example, what he get. 1,000 loyal fans, $5 Patreon. That's $5,000 in a month. Now this is the people if they're really nice and they sign up every month, but not everybody does that. $15 shirt. That's $15,000. $20 book. Hey, right? That's $20,000. $97 course. That's $97,000. So just in that moment, you made $132,000. Now that's not everybody, by no means. There's a lot of big YouTubers who are broke, who have all these views and all these followers because they don't have the business side of things. They just have the nice, I got the angles, I got the sick angles, look at all this cool stuff I'm doing, and they're not selling. So they're on YouTube and they're broke. But that's essentially the theory of 1,000 true fans. And the same is happening for musicians out there. 1,000 true fans. You really gotta do a thing where you gotta pay attention. And the fact that people aren't paying attention, that makes me sad. Like I just did a video about the coloring books, and I have a friend, I'm trying to convince them to come on the show. They're like, ugh, about YouTube, but they put out 10 coloring books, and he makes stacks each month off coloring, adult coloring books. And it's funny, but I did the video on it just to show you part of the technique to get it done. And when people ask me what are passive income ways, there's countless ways. I'm gonna do probably like 15 videos. I'm gonna have to break it down of different ways to do passive income. There's ways to do this stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And then vending machines. You know how vending machines have changed. Not just the gumball 25-cent machine you see at the barbershop sometimes, but the bigger ones where they got drinks in them, they got snacks in them, they're elaborate. They got the credit card or cash. They can take both. You know, imagine you paid $3,000 for that type of vending machine. We're just giving a number, and it made you $50 a month. I know some barbershops where their guys making $150 a month, but just for sake of argument, we'll leave it alone. $50 a month. If you had 5 machines, you had $250 a month coming in. Now, many people saying that's all, just $250. That's not enough, Erica. But what people don't understand is that's just a stream. You're just having one stream. You can't go, well, I'm gonna buy 10 vending machines and I'm gonna be rich and I'm never gonna work again. We gotta really get back to what do streams mean, and why so many people in a lot of communities are struggling is because they don't have streams of revenue. They don't have streams of things that bring them money. They're really missing the forest for the trees. And some of you are in a place where you just need to DoorDash and make up some stacks and invest that money. Some of you are in a place where you're very smart and you can go, you have work during the day, 9 to 5, but you have these 2 or 3 hours every night you could focus and do this. Now, many people say, well, Eric, I've got kids, I've got this, I've got that. And I'm asking you, don't blame your kids. I'm asking you to not blame your spouse. I'm asking you to, I don't know, crock pot your meals for the next week so you can get an hour a day to do this. Compound effort is just that. Compound effort, a little bit every day gets you there. An hour walking every day gets you there. I told you guys an example of a guy, Hispanic guy, and he has this channel and people get mad at him because they're like, how did you lose 100 pounds? And he's like, okay, well, I ate less and I walked 3 miles every day. And people still are mad with him. They're like, no, what was the secret? What was the hack? And he was like, I ate less and walked 3 miles every day. And then he's like, well, towards the end, I ran 3 miles every day because I was getting late to work. So I had to hurry up. And people are like, there's more to it. What supplements do you take? Like, they're trying to niche it down and make it, there's a hack. There's no hack. There's compound effort. And if you watch these videos and you take some of the action I'm talking about on here, you guys will really kill it. And like, just for this book example, I don't, where's my other one? I think it's upstairs. But The Smartphone Millionaire, we've sold 600 copies of this book. I want to thank all of you. You've been amazing. You've been absolutely amazing. The people who pre-ordered, you got a special thank you letter. The people who ordered off the channel, thank you. The people who ordered on Amazon, thank you. I would ask you to leave reviews. There's like 3 reviews right now. If you could leave some more, that'd be great. But like this, that's just, if you think about that, 600 books so far, and this book hasn't been out long, sold. Now, the other books, I'd have to go back on Creative Space and tell you what the exact numbers are. But this one has just been my baby because I've been like, These are the things I'm doing with my cell phone. These are the businesses I'm lending to. These are the real estate things I'm lending to. So I'm just trying to share that with you to get that going. And many people go, well, 600 books, that ain't nothing. That ain't super special. Now, what did I tell y'all last time? I'll bust out the calculator because I don't want, there's going to be somebody in the comments. That ain't right. So get the calculator out. Again, if you have a $25 product, you sell just 20 of them. That's $500. Now, many of you are like, Erica, I'm a grown person. I got bills. I got kids. Okay. I didn't make you have those kids. I didn't make you have your bills. I didn't do any of that to you. Why are you coming on my channel being angry with me? Now, let's say you have 10 products like that. That's $5,000. They don't have to be all books. They can be different things. Things you sell on eBay, Amazon. They can be various different things. They can be private label products. They can be things you find at yard sales. There's all kind of ways to do that. The other day, one of my aunts was like, hey, let's go to this yard sale. And my mom was like, I don't do yard sales. And it was funny because my other aunt was like, bitch, I don't like knock my yard sales. But the key here is there's a million ways for you guys to create opportunities to sell, make money, do things. And I'm just trying to get back. Just trying to get back to how to create funds for you guys, how to help you create funds. And a lot of you are like, nah, just tell me what groups you're in and I want to join them. Are you qualified to even join the groups? Maybe, maybe not. Do you have money to join the groups? Me just telling you something isn't going to help. You have to actually take action. And when I tell you, when I do a video about something, I've actually gone into the computer and joined it and see how rough it is and see how well it done. And I'm willing to use $100 to see if the return on investment is great. Same thing with the t-shirt course. I was just going to do a webinar about t-shirts. And then I was like, testing 4 shirts. You guys have been very nice. There's over 7 companies, I think, so far between the blog and here who've offered services for t-shirt designs and stuff like that. And you guys are great. Thank you for that. Make your notes known in the comments. We have people who buy things all the time and interact with each other from the comments. So be in there. Treat each other right. But okay, let's go over the comments because I think I've reset everybody's expectations for what this channel is now. For all the new people to the channel, for all the people who bought in the books, thank you so much. You've been amazing who've bought the courses. I think I have about 3 to 5 people every day buy consulting calls. Thank you. I appreciate it. Every single one of you are appreciated. Okay. Let's go back up to the top. The geek surgeon. We have a geek surgeon. Do I have a video on marijuana stocks? I don't. I'll probably do an intro video to the course. And talk about all the marijuana stocks and the techniques and the strategies or the group I'm in is using to buy marijuana stocks. Because you want to be on cutting edge. Many of you don't live in Colorado. It's not like you can open a place. And there's other places. CJ, nope, I'm not doing a drive-by today. I'm actually at my mom's house. Apple Mac, life will pick on you harder. Apple Mac, listen. Here's the funny thing, Apple Mac. I am a gun-toting person, a libertarian, and I'm very much a thinker and an action taker. So when people are like, I can't believe you, how dare you not boycott something? And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? I think it's funny. So Real Ink, no, I'm not from Detroit. No, I am from the Carolinas, military kid. So I lived in Alaska for a while. I lived in Tennessee, I lived in Alabama, lived in Maryland, now in Texas of my own free will. I went there because I wanted to make lots of money off Texas. Dumas Bacchus, you can lead a horse to water. Yes, baby, but you can't make them drink. Honey, you can't make them drink. Listen, I have tons of courses on this website and courses on the other website. The links are always below. And people pretty much have been like, yeah, I bought your course. I didn't start. But anyway, let's talk about something else. And you're like, okay, well, you got it. I can't make you do it. You're going to let them know your pockets weight more. You're hilarious. Apple Mac. Oh, for sure, Apple Mac. Listen, hey, here's the thing. I think we're at 450 to 500 credit repairs. We're at probably 900 phone calls on this channel, maybe more. I have to go back and do our numbers. Our poor accountant hates me right now. Our CPA and our hates me, and they'll be okay because I still pay for them. So, but what's funny is that's the thing. I've helped a ton of people. And if you're a couple or you're a single person who makes 100,000 a year on this channel, you're going to be scared to comment because people are knocking you. People are knocking you, and they have said that they are scared to comment, and they don't want to do testimonial videos because they don't want crazy people on the internet getting up in their LinkedIn and doing crazy crap. And so I thank them. I thank them for paying well. I thank my special group. I have a special group. They pay a monthly fee, and they're in that group separately. So whatever. Thank them. They bought the pre-sales of the book. They did 100 pre-sales in that group. And that's why I have to put different groups out, because everybody can't be in the same group. You know, this real estate mastermind, the reason I joined it and the reason I'm edging and like, you guys join this thing, this is going to be probably 100 to 125 people who are actually buying homes, doing it, partnering with people ready to get on it. And that's why I joined it. And the people in it are just top notch experts in their field. Make my heart go, yes, you are the best. So please do an auction video. I mean, so here's the thing. What happened is the email really got me off track. And I realized, you know what I got to do? I got to get back to business on this channel. I really got to get back to business. And so the auction video, I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not. I don't know. I'm probably have to save it or pre-record it and show you how to get in there. Same thing with the tax liens. I show y'all how to do step-by-step in the tax liens course, because I want you to know how to do it and how to research it and how to pick what's best for you. Apple Mac. Yeah, Detroit, you speaking my language, Eric. I mean, listen, there's opportunity wherever. You don't have to buy in your own backyard, but if you can get something for $2,000, then you just got to put, I hate to say it, 10 grand in it to repair it, because some of those houses are in bad shape. Then you get $700 rent forever because people don't want to move. I'm all about that. I'm all about that all day. Ooh, CZ, lions don't concern themselves with opinions of sheep. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I think if you get down in the mud with people and you're in the mud pile with the piggies, you look up and you're dirty as hell. You're like, what the hell am I covered in mud? I've been down here with the piggies fighting. I can't fight with the piggies no more. I'm going to stay focused. Raylo 390, we love your channel. Erica and Norda Haters, thank you. I thank you. Auction video. What good, shorty? How you doing? Hey, M. Jack. Dude, my timeline on Instagram was Beyonce Coachella for like 5 hours. And I was like, did this happen today? I don't even know what's going on. They're like, no, this was yesterday. I was like, oh, why are we still talking about it? But anyway. Oh, man, that's really good, Dumas. No prophet is accepted in his hometown. That's a really true statement. Hold on, I'm going to share the screen one more time and share it with you guys. I don't know if it's going to let me or not. Okay. Let me get to it. Look at the auction one more time. Okay, now I want y'all to look at some of these pictures of houses they're showing you. Why are they showing you these houses? Because everybody's thinking Detroit's some kind of war zone. It's not. I mean, again, it's called buildingdetroit.org. Go on there yourself. We'll probably do, these are auctions, rehab, and ready. Own it now, side lots. So if you guys want to do that, go check it out. Some of these are own it now. They're not even doing auctions. There's like, just buy this thing. Now, many people see this house and go, oh, there's trees in it and everything. Have you ever watched HGTV? The people on HGTV are not smarter than you. They are just managers. Now, why do I call them managers? Because they're managing the guy doing the floor. They're managing what time the guy that does the roof comes. They're managing what time the guy that does the door comes. But that's why I'm also encouraging you to get in these groups, because I want you to get around people who are moving and shaking. And what does moving and shaking mean? It means they're actually buying stuff, and they're actually willing to pile their money together and put 2 people in a deal or 3 people in a deal if they need to get these deals accomplished. So again, Dumas Bacchus, sorry. When you speak the truth, they are going to hate. But that means you are just breaking bondage mindsets and making people uncomfortable. Most people love comfort, not trying to be too religious. You are commenter of the day. Because it's the truth. It's the truth. It's like, well, I can't get her on what she's saying because what she's saying right. She made 6 figures in her painting company. She made 6 figures in YouTube. Damn, I've got to make fun of her hair. Got her. I got her. Ha ha ha. You're like, dude, are you for real? You're still watching the channel. You're still commenting. I've seen you comment for months. It's super funny. And we've got two, and I'm scared they're not talking today. We've got 2 races in here who made a bunch of N-words on a bunch of videos. And guess what that guy did? He's not, I don't think he did super chat. I don't know if he super chatted me or what did he did. He sent money via PayPal and said, your channel's great. And I kid you not, it's the same guy who was sending racist stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if I should screen share this for documentation or what. But thank you. Not going to say your name here. Thank you for sending that $50. I appreciate it. I don't know where that's coming from. Have a good day, sir. John B. Hey, listen, John B. That's the funny thing. And I'm like, the camera angles don't do the boobs justice. I mean, I hate to say that. I'm not trying to be narcissistic, but like the camera angles are what they are. If I'm in a car, in my little car, they look like this. If I'm in the Jeep, they're like this. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. And if you guys seen other videos, you see me outside walking in my mom's neighborhood. If you go on my Instagram, you see me hiking and climbing and shooting guns. You know what I look like. I ain't worried about that. But thank you. I appreciate that, John B. You are a second commenter of the day. Let's see if we can get the okay. Apple Mac question: Did your construction company bid on government contracts? So we started some of that process, Apple Mac, because it was only me and one other company in town who were quote unquote minority businesses, hub businesses who were registered and qualified in Austin, Texas, painting. So we did, there was some things we did, but what I will tell you, what I noticed is a lot of companies want to just use us to buy paint and we just mark it up 20% and then they can say they used a minority business, which my partner at the time, my business partner at the time he didn't like that. He was like, I don't understand. And I'm like, you're a white guy. You just don't understand. They don't really want to work with us. They just see that I'm majority owner and I'm a woman and I'm a brown woman, and they can write it off this year that they followed the rules by using us by just buying paint from us. So again, I'm thinking about doing a course on that to make it better, besides because I can't go into detail like I want here on YouTube. It just won't make sense to everybody, but I think I might do a course on it and do a step-by-step and show Sam and show how to do all the things. But we got to see how that rolls. I mean, we just might do that later. But again, I have a lot of courses in the works and we're just going to have to like talk about them and promote them and see if you guys are into them or not. All right. People love sitting on their asses and expect to have access and privilege that people who have been working very hard and smart get. Thank you, Make Humanity Great Again. I mean, the real truth is if you've seen this channel for the past 5 years, you know your girl was working like 18-hour days for a while and just crashing. Like I'd make a video in between going from one job to the other. I would go, here's what I'm investing in, boom. And like some of the early videos, that's what they all are. Like, here's what I'm investing in, blah, 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 something motivational, and got off. Just got off because I was absolutely tired. And it all paid off when I had my emergency appendix surgery. It all paid off when I just had this recent surgery and I could just sit back and go, I'm drugged up, but this is great. Like, I don't have to do anything. I'm still getting subscribers every day. I'm still winning. So let's see. But essentially, that's part of why I'm trying to go back to the channel talking about business only. Because if you're serious, like people are like, oh, I want to get in the marijuana stocks, black men are being prisoned. And I'm like, stop complaining, start owning. Because 90% of the time when people have family members who go to jail, it's because they couldn't afford a better quality lawyer or that cousin didn't have opportunities to go to work. Let's be honest. And the first person who gave me my first job as a 14-year-old kid was my cousin who created a dollar store. No, he didn't buy the franchise. He actually bought products from China years ago and wholesalers and sold them in his dollar store. And so I know the power of starting. I know the power of, if you know the information, you can go do it. If you're a black guy who's 6'3", used to play football, and you open up a dollar store and make money, you can still make money. Okay. So the key here is don't let people go, everything's against you. You're all going to be arrested all the time. Police are going to shoot you all the time. That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. You're not in a great society. America is one of the greatest places on earth, because I'll say this. When I go on cruises with my family, we've been going since I was 15 years old, 20, 30, family members deep every year for the past, good Lord, 15 years plus. The people we see in other countries that look like me are maids, and unfortunately, sometimes sex workers, sometimes, unfortunately, working jobs they don't want to be in, poverty. And I know that's part of the reason that people are dying across the border of Texas to get to Texas. They're not even Mexicans. They're actually from Salvador and other countries, but they're dying getting across the border because they know how free it is and how safe it is and how I can go walk to my car at night and not be mugged 90% of the time, depending on if you're what city you're in, and I can live in a neighborhood that's safe and clean as long as I work hard and put the money in there. And out of the end of the day, the only difference between two men who are making 40 grand a year is what one of them is saving. If one of them is saving more, if one of them is investing in insurance and stocks and bonds and mutual funds and all that good stuff, his life is different in 10 years. Just point blank period. His life is different in 10 years. The other guy, you can say, well, the other guy got other issues. He got bad health, child support, cigarettes, drugs, all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, that's the only difference between the two of those men, is working and investing. That's the difference. So I'm going to read the rest of these comments and I'm going to get off here because I don't want to keep y'all all day, but I just want to get this channel back on track. ATL Capricorn, TD Jakes told Lisa Ray nobody going to buy your book. Damn, did TD Jakes say that? That's terrible. TD Jakes is funny though. CJ, thanks you for sharing the info you share. Has helped me stay on course with my financial goals. Thank you. Randy, I don't know how to say your last name. Randy DeGraffin, something. Durham, North Carolina is a hotbed for real estate. That's very true. It's very true. It used to be an actual you ever hear about Black Wall Street? You had one there. You also had one in Durham. So they threw a highway through it, split the community in half. Half was over here, half was over here, businesses. And then eventually things, because there's a highway through it, went down. But it was actually one of the Black Wall Streets. Wilmington, North Carolina was also another Black Wall Street. If you don't know about North Carolina has one of the highest rates of educated Black people and wealthy Black people in this country. Many people don't know that because they just go, the South is bad, and I ain't going to be down there with them South people. Which is funny because it's like we were one of the states where we had Quakers and a lot of different people starting these schools. That's why we have so many colleges in North Carolina, some of the best in the nation. We have senators from the Congress come get their surgeries at UNC Chapel Hill and Duke Medicine because we're the best in the world. We had one go to East Carolina Medical Center for a laser. I don't know the exact treatment, but because we're the best. And the reason I say that is because in North Carolina, they were big proponents of separate but equal, right? Like, well, as long as we educate them really well, they can go be their own doctors, their own nurses, and we don't have to bother with them. And that's kind of sad, but it's funny because it actually worked very well. You have a lot of millionaires here in North Carolina. But another thing is, when it came to the World War, the Quakers warned North Carolina, if you guys join this war, you're going to lose more people than Virginia or South Carolina. And North Carolina was like, oh, shut up, Quakers. You're crazy. And we did. So again, North Carolina is a unique state with full of beautiful history and amazing uniqueness. And it's all about your mindset. So not to go on a rant off there, but Durham, NC, that's where that went up. Veronica Buñinas. I'm sorry. It's Hispanic last name and I'm killing it. Judy Joseph, hello. Veronica says, thanks for sharing. Very encouraging. We'll be paying off our second car soon and closing on a refi on investment property this month. Trying to figure out how to make that money work for us. You are number 3 of best comments today, Veronica. You guys, I'm serious. You guys, listen, on this channel, it may seem I lean heavy one or the other way, but we have a lot of Hispanic people on this channel, a lot of white people on this channel. Thank you for coming to the channel. Thank everybody for coming to the channel. This is America. This is my country. Thank you for joining us at the Classy Climb blog here. M. Jack, Baltimore has a story in the paperwork about selling homes for $1. Yes, that's very true. Now, here's the thing. I would do it here, but we don't have a ton of time. I'll do another video. But if you ever go to your hometown's website, the county website or the city website, and go where it says anything about economic development, go look that up. Go click on the button. If they have any meetings, go to them. When it talks about economic development, usually 9 times out of 10, there'll be grants and programs for if you're going to buy like these houses in Detroit for $1, you buy them, then also you get some funding and some tax credits for fixing them up. But usually you only have 18 months to 24 months to fix it up. So if you don't think you can fix these houses in 2 years, or you won't have the money to do so, be careful, because the city will take it back. So, but again, we'll do another video about that called economic. I don't know if I can see if I can reach out to Esther. She's been traveling in Thailand. Maybe she can come back on the channel and we'll talk about it. But, or I'll go get a specialist to talk about it. But essentially, go look in your city or state or your county, and you'll have taxes, you'll have all this stuff. But every city will have an economic development, and it'll kind of tell you what's coming. Like for us here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, while I'm here visiting, they have a baseball stadium with a 30 or 40-year contract with Houston Astros for a minor league team. And it's called Buies Creek Astros or whatever. And it's going to be all this money, and they're going to be grants and things, and they want local companies to work with it. But again, the big dogs out of state get out of town, get contracts, and then give little companies contracts. But again, I think I'm going to have to do a course about if you wanted to have a service business company and kind of following the guidelines of contracts and business government contracts. I'm thinking about to do a separate course because I can't give you the best here. Derek Lewis, hello, my sister. I feel blessed to have found your channel. So inspiring. I am in Houston. I have a brother in New Mexico, and both of us are getting together to financially change our family tree. Derek Lewis, 4th. Are we on 4th or 5th? I don't even know. 5th best comment of the day. I mean, seriously, you guys, you don't have to have the whole family do it. If just you and your sibling do it, and then you go, we're going to go buy this fourplex in Houston together. And let's say the fourplex only gives you $1,200 a month after every bill's paid. Y'all split that. That's an extra $600 for both of y'all. Or you can take that money and roll it into another property. You know, there's so many ways to win. You guys can win. You don't need your whole family to do it. Just 1 or 2 you get together and make it happen. You know, there's so many ways to do it that once you start doing it, your other family members will see you and go, and want to invest. Ben the bartender. A lot of folks want literally something for nothing and won't humble themselves to do anything to change their situation. It's unfortunate, but some folks can't be helped. Don't Ben, no, Ben the bartender. But it's partly true. It's partly true because what happens is on this channel, many people will say, well, Erica, how'd you do that? Did you use credit cards? No, I used the cash in my pocket. I used the cash from my businesses. And they don't like that answer, but that's the truth. And so some of you, I always say on this channel, Dave Ramsey before you, Robert Kiyosaki. If your debts are just killing you, most of you could be debt-free in like a year or 2 years. Many of you have called me and told me you're debt-free after 2 years. You just focused on that side, and now you're going to the other. 804 Sabrina. What are your thoughts about investing in rent-to-own? Can it be a win-win if all structured? Okay, so 804 Sabrina, we're going to save that for another video. Leave it in the comments after the video renders, and we'll save it for another video. But we definitely can get in that, but also that real estate mastermind I've been telling you guys about, they're really going to have some really great stuff in there. But we'll do a video on that. Just got to put it in the comments so I remember. Because I started doing the t-shirt videos, like recording them with my friend, and I realized I need to make a whole course out of it. So CJ says your hair is fabulous, sis. Let the haters stay bald. I can't. y'all tripping. Okay, Chris Lee TV. Got my 3 book, passed out, 2 out, and hope they can get something positive from it. Thank you, Chris Lee. Thank you for buying 3 books from the Classy Climb blog. We appreciate it. We respect it. Thank you for sharing the good stuff. Hopefully they get further. At least try one of them. So M Cargo 7419. Would you do a course on how to get your service business to do 1K a year, or do you already have one? So Margot, we had a course. We didn't finish it. It's called Middleman to Millions course. And essentially, we were going to talk about the service business company and how to get it running. And because we had full-time jobs on the other side of that. And we still end up kind of fully getting to a full-time company. And we'll talk about that. And I'm going to do a course on it. So I have notes today. I got on the phone with my business mentor, and he was like, cut it out. Derek McCoy, I quit the day job 2 weeks ago. Congrats, Derek McCoy. Apple Mac 5, they did the same thing in Oakland, California. They built the BART train right through the Black business district. In New Orleans, the interstate right through the Black community downtown. Oh, yeah. They cut it right in half. And so what it does is one side of town wasn't as strong, the other was, or this is where the homes were and people walked across to businesses. I mean, you can look at old pictures of Fayetteville, North Carolina, where you had business districts, and then it's just like they died because they put a highway there or the highway on the other side. They ran traffic away from it. Derek McCoy, tired of trading dollars for hours. Okay. Alvin Halger, keep up the good worker. You're a hard worker. I appreciate it. You guys have been amazing today. We're going to wrap this video up. I've made notes. I usually take screenshots while we're talking of videos to do in the future, and I will try to get those finished. I'll try to get some of those built out and get them done. So you guys, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. If you want to talk to me, courses are always below. If you want to grab the Smartphone Millionaire, How to Lend Money to People, Businesses, and get land and real estate and all that good stuff, boom, grab that book. There's also the other 2 books, Money on Tap, talking about increasing your money. There will be more books. There will be more courses, and we'll get back on track with this group. If you like this t-shirt, hey, links are below. You can get this t-shirt. Company's awesome. So you guys have a great day. You guys are amazing. Congratulations. I think it's Derek McCoy quitting the job. Good luck, man. You guys have a good day.